We're back at it once again. The World Series continues. The earth keeps churning, as it always does. I'll be honest, Game 3 is going to get a hell of a lot less attention from me in this episode because Game 4 was a hell of a lot more eventful. So let's fucking get into it. Concisely and quickly, I'll give you my takeaways and what I feel is worth recapping in the style that we do over here on the Bullpen Podcast. So, Game 3, Dodgers at Yankees. First World Series game in New York since like 2009. They throw Fat Joe out there. The thing about that was tough to watch. And I didn't realize how dead quiet it was in there during his performance until I watched it later. Because as I was watching it, I think I was recording the previous episode 64, I think it would be, talking about games 1 and 2. I was recording that one as that game was starting. And I was just watching Fat Joe dance around on the mound, and it was muted. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sure people are excited. New York guy, whatever. Watched it back. No, not at all. That shit was dry, and it didn't seem to do a whole lot. I know in the past World Series the Yankees were in, they got Jay-Z and Beyonce out there doing Empire State of Mind, and that's I watched some of that. That was, take me back there, because something like that's what they needed. I don't think they're going to get that, that's a special thing. But, Fat Joe, he did his best. So Freddie Freeman hits a home run in the first inning. No one's surprised, but yet everybody's absolutely fucking surprised because he is just homered in every game this series. That's not normal. Could be the first time that's ever happened. That would be my guess. How often does that happen? Pretty much never. The Yankees then proceeded to absolutely blow, for pretty much the rest of the game. They were big struggling the entire time. They did not score until the 9th inning. Before that, Mookie Betts hit a single. Kike Hernandez hit a single. That's how they got to 4 runs. Freddie Freeman's bomb was a two-runner, if you'd like to call it that. So it's 4-0 for most of the fucking game. And I've said before, the Yankees are my pick in the World Series here. I would prefer it if the Yankees win. And I live in Los Angeles now, and I'm sure I will be more of a Dodger fan next year, but I mainly just don't want them to win because of spending over $1 billion in one offseason. That's pretty much where I'm at. I just don't want them to win immediately after doing that. That's my only point. I've said it before too, but I'm pretty sure that's the only reason. I have respect for the Dodgers. I do like the Dodgers, but I don't know. And I love Shohei too. That's the other thing. Like, even that feeling outweighs Shohei, and I didn't think that would be something that would be possible outside of, me just loving the Cardinals more. But I digress. This isn't baseball fucking therapy. So it just, again, so the Yankees are my pick. I would just rather see them win. And so they basically shat their pants for the entire game until the 9th inning. Anthony Rizzo gets on. Alex Verdugo, of all outfielders, goes yard. Hits a 2-run home run. There's still 2 outs. I'm like, okay, wow. Start now. Do the impossible now. Imagine that. You come back crazy late to win this game. That'll set the series straight. It'll give you some life. No, it didn't happen. So Yankees go down 3-0. That home run was off Michael Kopech, by the way. It wasn't some scrub. He's actually a pretty decent pitcher. The whole bullpen is actually pretty fucking good. That's also a problem. So they don't look like they're going to start sucking anytime soon, but if they do, then that'll be the Yankees' chance. They got to get some hits off these bullpen guys. They're seeing them a lot. In Game 3, Walker Buehler goes 5 innings. I think he struck out 5. Dodgers used 7 pitchers total, I believe. And again, you're seeing these guys a lot. Like, Blake Trinan gave up some runs earlier in the series. Kopech gave up a home run to Alex Verdugo. I mean, that's going to be their chance. They got to hit them there. And they do that to a pretty solid extent in Game 4. Now that I want to talk about that. So, Game 4, way more fucking exciting. It happened yesterday. Also, Game 5 is actively being played right now. They are in the bottom of the first. And I'm watching it on my phone. So if I get somewhat distracted, then that's why. And don't you love just how much we procrastinate to get the podcast done? We're still getting it done, in time. This counts. This counts to me. But, I fucking work. I do other shit. So, we can only do so much. So, Game 4, though. Also, if I didn't say the final for Game 3, Dodgers 4, Yankees 2, you're caught up. Boring-ass game. Game 4. Freddie Freeman hits a fucking home run again. Another one. You just can't be surprised. At this point, I'll be surprised if he doesn't homer tonight. I'll be shocked. It's just what he does. The unique part about Game 4 was this was also being played on my 2-year anniversary. So, I had to make a run to Target as this game was starting. So I'm listening to it on my walk, and I'm walking around in Target with the basket in one hand and my phone in the other, actively watching the game with as many paws as I can have. I'm walking around. I see this dude in a Yankees hat, and we're in Los Angeles, and I want the Yankees to win this World Series. So I go up to this guy, and I'm just like, hey, I think this would be like a cool moment. I just walk up to this guy, and I'm like, hey, man. I pointed his hat, and I'm like, hey, I'm watching the game right now. And I motioned to my phone. It was on a commercial, so maybe that hurt it. But he looks at me confused, and he's like, oh, I'm from New Zealand. And I'm like, oh, well, you have a great fucking day. I'm like, God damn it. Of course, I forgot where I was. This is Los Angeles, where people are not fans of the hats that they're wearing. And I know that's just a thing in other countries, too. Motherfuckers will just wear a hat with a bear on it and be like, yeah, I like the bear. Yeah, me too. But, you're in Los Angeles wearing a Yankees hat. You're lucky that there's too many weenies around here and non-sports people to really care or probably call you out on that shit at all. But in a lot of other cities, I bet you would. And you probably did get called out in Los Angeles at some point. And I was trying to be a fucking friend to you. But all you are is from fucking New Zealand. And then you make me feel stupid. Why should I feel stupid? Why should I fucking feel stupid when you're wearing a Yankees hat in Los Angeles during the World Series? Game 4 is being played. Game 4 actively being played. And that's it. And you're from fucking New Zealand. Whatever. So as I said, I was walking to Target. After my New Zealand interaction. After my New Zealand interaction, I'm walking home. I'm close to home. Amanda's on her way home, but she's driving. As I'm walking, the bases are loaded. I had 2 jugs of water. I was struggling a little bit. But as I'm walking, there's 2... What the fuck am I saying? I'll restart. Take 2. But as I'm walking, she calls me. And of course I answer it. But the Yankees have the bases loaded. And Anthony Rizzo's up to bat. But I answer the call. And I'm like, all right, well, nothing's really happened yet that I was happy about. So I bet they don't even score. Nothing's going to happen, whatever. I'll just check it later. It doesn't matter. I'll turn it on when I get home. I lug all those groceries back. It wasn't that much. It was just like a couple of things of water and some other shit. I get inside. I take my phone out and I see I'm still paused at the same point at the game that I was at when I got the phone call. Anthony Rizzo's still up to bat. And the bases are loaded. So I'm like, oh, holy shit. I stay on the phone with Amanda. I don't turn the game on the TV, and I watch Anthony Rizzo strike out. I'm like, oh, fuck, okay. And then I see Anthony Volpe come up. Anthony Volpe fucking goes yard, hits a home run to left field. It was incredible. Magical shortstop moment. Congratulations, Anthony Volpe. Young player, playing the shortstop position. He's beloved by Yankee fans. He's got to be. And that was cool. That was fucking sick. And now the Yankees are up 5-2. So I'm still watching the game late. I'm watching it delayed, and I'm still on the phone with Amanda. She's stuck in traffic, whatever. There's just a lot going on. Also, before this, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was before this. It was either in the first or second inning, maybe. There's a foul ball that goes to right field. Mookie Betts leaps with his glove, and two fans, one grabs his glove and rips the ball out. The other holds Mookie's wrist so that he can't, grab the glove with both hands. And they rip the fucking ball out. Obviously, they still call it out. But these two dudes get thrown out, obviously. You have to get thrown out. What the fuck are you doing? You can't grab the glove and do all that. And so he was, Barstool fucking Sports interviewed him. Great timing. Good on them. So I wrote down a couple of things from that. So apparently this dude, he had those seats since 2011. And him and his buddy, maybe it was his brother, I don't know. But they had a plan for if that had ever happened. And he said they've been going to games since 2011. He's gone to a lot of games. He's a real fan. They always sit there. I assume there's season tickets. And so they always sit there. Legitimate fans. And they said that this was pretty much a plan. He said ideally you hit the ball in the air to, play defense in that way. And, if it comes in their direction, then they're going to D up is what I gathered. And I'm like, damn, fucking respect. Really stupid thing to do, but fucking respect, man. I mean, you had a plan. You're a real fan. You were like, fuck it. I'm doing it. I hope you're not banned for life because I know you're a real fan. You seem like an all right guy. But dog, oh my God. I imagine if Mookie got any bit of injured. Can you fucking imagine that? Just the possibility of that would have just turned that into a way different fucking thing. But I mean, it was just an incredible decision there. And I respect it. There's a great article on The Athletic that kind of sums it up a little bit. There's a Barstool Sports interview that was pretty good to watch. I mean, he seems like a decent dude. I mean, real fan. And yeah, again, I hope he's not banned for life. Really fucking dumb thing to do. But I hope it's not forever. So anyway, Yankees up 5-2. Quite quickly after that, Will Smith hits a home run. Freddie Freeman knocks in an RBI. It's 5-4, pretty much the middle of the game, from what I remember. Middle of the game. The Yankees then just teed off on the Dodgers. They did. Austin Wells, lefty catcher, younger dude, another great mustache, just like Nestor Cortez. Hits a bomb. That was a hell of a bomb. Verdugo knocks one in. Gleyber Torres hits a home run. And then they tie it all up. Aaron Judge finally gets a hit. He hit it hard. He knocked in, I think he scored Soto, if I remember right. And Yankees proceed to win 11-4. Now that I think about it, I'm going to look at these pitchers that they lit up yesterday, because I'm curious which ones they got to, because the bullpen finally showed signs of weakness. So what the hell happened? So Yankees win 11-4. Apparently they are only one of 4 teams in history that has not gotten swept after a World Series goes 3-0. So good on them. If they can win Game 5 tonight, they will be the first team to ever I'll get all the way to a Game 6 after losing the first 3. So, again, feel free to fact check me on all facts. Feel free to tweet me at Bullpen Show, the Bullpen Podcast on Twitter. Tweet me anytime over there, man. Especially if I get some shit wrong, I need to be called out for it. Call me a motherfucker, do whatever you got to do. Okay, I remember now. It was Daniel Hudson who gave up the bulk of those runs, because I remember he only walked one, but he didn't have great control. So yeah, he gave up one of those, and then oh my God, Honeywell got absolutely fucking plastered in the one inning he pitched for those 5 earned runs, but the game was lost at that point. So they both got hammered pretty good. And then right in the middle there, Landon Knack goes for 4 innings, only gives up 1 run, which is pretty good, but also gave up a bomb. I think he gave up the Austin Wells bomb. So yeah. 11-4 victory for the Yanks. Series is 3-1. Game 5 is being played right now. Jack Flaherty is going against Garrett Cole. We're going to see how this shit turns out. Again, if the Yankees win tonight, I believe they'll be the first team to ever win 2 in the World Series after going down 3-0. So we will see if they can pull it out. I will have a episode solely dedicated to Game 5 as the series will then go to Los Angeles for Game 6 and 7 if necessary. And yeah, it'll be fun to keep talking about it on the show here. If you're listening, as always, I appreciate it. The podcast is going to be is certainly getting a lot more of my time lately, especially with the World Series, and I've been enjoying it. So if you're along for it, thank you very much. Again, the podcast is on Twitter. Any ratings are always appreciated. And I'll be back again quite soon. So talk to you soon. And to that guy from New Zealand, maybe you're a fucking baseball fan now. I don't know, dog. But that's not my fault. That's on you. I gotta make that clear. That's on him. You gotta know that. Just saying.